Welcome to the Harper Classroom series of instructional videos. I'm Dr. Harper. This Excel tutorial is how to calculate a C-chart. So let's bring in Excel. I've already typed in the values. From the experiment, the total number of observations, capital N, is 20,000. The number of attributes from the experiment, X, is 40. And the sample size for the chart, which is small n, is 850. The proportion just equals X over N from the experiment. The mean of the chart equals small n, 850, times the proportion. And the variance is the same as the mean. Now the upper control limit equals the mean plus 3 times the square root of the variance. And that's the standard deviation. The center line is the mean. And the lower control limit is the mean minus 3 times the square root of the variance, which is the standard deviation. And notice the lower control limit is a negative number. The lower control limit can never be a negative number. You immediately replace that with a 0. So now let's use this chart to monitor some production. So to generate some production, the production is going to be a count for the C-chart. So we want to truncate a normal distribution where the probability is the random number generator. The mean is 1.7 and the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. And we want to fix the mean. So we highlight D8, F4 to freeze, D9, F4 to freeze, and there's our count. And let's just copy this down for our production. Let's get a lot of these, and there's our counts. Now as we come up here, we're going to notice some of these are negative. But you can't have a negative count. When you have a negative count, it has to be replaced with a 0. So the way we do this is copy, and then move over here and home, paste, values. Now if the value is negative, we want it to be 0. We'll use an if statement here. If the value is greater than 0, then we replace that with a value. Otherwise, we replace it with a 0. And we copy that down for all of our production. Now we've created where we had a negative number, now it's a 0. So now we copy that. And then we paste it here, home, paste, values. And now we can just erase this, Control Shift down arrow, delete, and there's our production. The lower control limit is going to equal 0. The center line is going to equal 1.7. And the upper control limit is going to equal to 5.61. And we want to make sure that we plot the lower control limit, the center line, and upper control limit for every value. So we copy this down for all the values, all of our production values. And there it is. So now to plot this, we come up here and highlight this, Control Shift down arrow. And then we insert a graph, and this time we have a stacked graph, and this is going to be the C-chart. And so we can move this over, and there's our C-chart. We can see the lower control limit is 0. The upper control limit is 5.61. The center line is 1.7. There's our production. And this we will interpret. We'll interpret this with other videos in the Harper Classroom. So this ends the Excel tutorial on how to calculate a C-chart. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.